cover here because I just realized I can't quite see it properly. All right, so Splinter47 Show says, "Hi, Christina and Jesse. How many hours of content can we expect from Mass Effect 2? So, one thing that we've been saying is that Mass Effect 1 was about a 30-hour game. Now, we have about that plus another half of game in Mass Effect 2. However, the way that we've structured Mass Effect 2 is slightly different. So you're actually able to get through, if you choose to, the main quest line much faster. However, it is a suicide mission. So if you get through that if you don't make sure that you recruit your party members, make them loyal, upgrade your stuff. Who knows what's going to happen? You may not survive that suicide mission. All right, next.
You'll want to survive, because if you survive, then you can import your character into Mass Effect 3 and continue Commander Shepard's adventures.
Indeed. All right, so on to the next question. Sucka AB, how does armor customization affect the stats? Can I mix and combine stats and pieces of different armor sets? Yes, absolutely. So some armor sets. Hi, Chris Priestley. That's him in the back. He's our handy-dandy community lead. So, yes, you can mix and match stats based on sets. So each set piece has its own stat. Some sets, however, are single pieces. So, for example, the Inferno armor, which is the pre-order armor set, doesn't allow you to actually cut and paste out of it. So it's a one-piece set that has a nice stat line all to itself, but then other pieces that you're going to research and upgrade, each one of them will have stats that you can play and you can mix and match for your character.
The thing that's really cool about the individual armor sets, like the Inferno armor, is they tend to give very powerful specialized bonuses. So, or the Blood Dragon armor, for example, it gives a 15% power damage bonus, which is really large for armor customization. So it's kind of a choice between whether you want to choose armor that has a few stat bonuses that you really, really like, or whether you want to mix and match different pieces to build a set of custom stat bonuses for any stats you want to customize.
Absolutely. All right, let's hit the next question. So Precision asks, Cold Nuke, is there going to be downloadable content such as extra missions, alternate endings, or story to the story, or extensions altogether? Absolutely. So we have a lot of DLC in the works. So we've talked a little about the Cerberus Network, which is if you buy Mass Effect 1 new, you get a Cerberus Network, a one-time use Cerberus card that allows you access to free content. That we've already got plans that we've talked about for the first day. We've also got a big plan in the works that we can't really talk about, but we do have a lot more content coming in. We learned a lot in Mass Effect 1 about how to build content more efficiently, some of the best ways to do it and that and whatnot. So using that knowledge, we were able to put a plan together that allows us to give you more content that you're going to be able to see. All right, let's get the next question. All right, Moby D33. Who is your favorite character in Mass Effect 2? So, this is, of course, personal. I'll let Christina answer first, and then I'll throw my 2 cents in.
Oh, that's really rough. Jeepers. I don't know if I can actually just pick one. I would guess Grunt and Miranda are two of the ones that I really like the most. Grunt just has a lot of personality. He's just he's really, really tough, and he really enjoys combat, and he's got some really good stats too. Like, he's extremely hard to kill, probably the hardest to kill henchman. And Miranda's awesome as well, because she has such an interesting story, and she also has some great powers too. She has warp and overload, and especially when you're playing on higher difficulties, those are so useful. I mean, it's just so important to take down enemy armor and shields, and she can do it all. So
I'll definitely agree with bringing Miranda along. I'm going through insanity right now, and not having Miranda was punishing me. I learned that lesson pretty quickly. My favorite character, however, is Mordin. I think he's got some of the best written dialogue in any BioWare game ever. He rambles on like a maniac, and he is just fantastic. He's got another fantastic storyline. I also love Thane. He's another one that's got this kind of deep and meaningful storyline that you're able to really bite your teeth into. I'm a bit more of the story player, and that's another one of those characters that I can really get into. All right, let's grab the next question. All right. So in Mass Effect 1, you used unlimited ammo that overheated the gun. In Mass Effect 2, you now have an ammo system, and how do you get more ammo? So that's it's not so much exactly as an ammo system. It functions a lot like an ammo system, but what we call it is a heat sink system. So each of your guns, and as you can see in the screen right now, on the bottom left corner, this particular shotgun has 5 guns in its current heat sink, and then 5 guns total. So what that basically means is that as you're firing, you're heating up your gun. And when you're done heating up, like when your gun either overheats or when it runs out of ammo, you'll actually eject the heatsink and away you go. Now, we didn't want to make it a pure ammo system so that the shotgun has its own ammo or the pistol has its own ammo. What we do is we have a shared heatsink system. So each enemy will drop small canisters, and if you go back and watch the video, you're going to see them scattered throughout the level. But they're small pill-shaped canisters that allow you to pick up globally across all of your weapons, with the exception of heavy weapons, which we'll go into in a minute. But you'll pick up this ammo that will actually distribute evenly across your weapons, but also with a little bit of intelligence. And I'll let Christina, who actually designed the system, talk about it a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't know if, for most people, the details won't matter. Basically, if you're using your guns in an intelligent fashion, you're just going to be finding lots of ammo and you're not going to have a problem. Running out of ammo is something that'll happen if you're really just spraying ammo kind of without thinking about it, and it was that kind of play from a gameplay perspective that we really didn't want to discourage. We didn't, like being 50 meters away from an enemy, just spraying your assault rifle until eventually he dies, it's boring. So you need to kind of keep moving forward to grab ammo, but as long as you're doing that, which is the fun way to play the game anyway, you'll find out that you have enough ammo. And it is an intelligence system whereby if you are lower on ammo, then you're going to get a little bit more drops from enemies and so on. So you don't have to worry during normal play. Even if you're not a great shot, you're not going to run out of ammo. It's only if you're playing the game in kind of a weird, silly way that you're going to run into ammo problems.
I mean, as you saw in this playthrough, yes, okay, we're part of the dev team, but you didn't see us running out of ammo at all, but it did force us into moving a little bit more. The other thing that allowed us to do too is balance the weapons a little bit more, a little bit differently. So I mean, the sniper rifle now, I play I play with a soldier quite often, and the sniper in ME1 I used to use a sniper rifle, and in ME2 I also use a sniper rifle. But this time around, the sniper rifle feels better. Just that's my own personal opinion. But it doesn't bob and weave. Like we were able to make it a really powerful weapon where it feels like you can just take that one headshot and take the guy down, well, without making the weapon completely overpowered in comparison to some of the other stuff. So
yeah, I mean, in most games, if you went in and took their sniper rifle and said, "Hey, we're going to make the sniper rifle, but you can shoot it infinite times," it wouldn't work. It would be very, very silly.
All right, let's get on to the next question. So, Ichiban HNWRX. Sorry if I completely waxed your name there. There's been a lot of talk about save game importing. Could you please clarify how the process works? Do my Paragon and Renegade statuses carry over? So absolutely. So save game importing is a great system. So it basically takes the decision data and a bunch of other stuff that you had in ME1, such as your level and whatnot, and it imports that save directly into Mass 2. Now we take all that data and we use a fair chunk of it in different ways. So, for example, your Paragon and Renegade status, whichever you had higher, will give you a bonus.
We actually give you bonuses for both.
Absolutely.
So it's actually possible in Mass Effect 1 to max both your Paragon and your Renegade bar. And if you do that, then you'll actually get a bonus for both when you bring it in.
That is absolutely correct. As well as certain decisions are going to carry over. I saw earlier in the chat room about Conrad Werner. How you treated Conrad Werner is going to matter one way or the other. Now, I just want to put a little comment on that though. If you didn't play Mass Effect 1 and you're not importing, we're not punishing you. What it's there for is to give you a feeling of that it's